This is KJ Sparkles, and you're listening to Verbally Challenged.
Let's record a podcast.
You want to record? Just hold it up.
We're fucking team. Just do it over.
You can record in Cuba Dos. That's what I did the last time.
No, let's do that last time. Let's do that.
Let me know when turns and shit.
The thing is,
Guys, you missed it again. Damn it.
You're not paying attention.
It's
back there.
Else
We could go in here.
Can I have a backup?
We could go in here though, right? But that's what I said. I'm like, yo, let me know. But no. What's up, everybody? HarikenBx here, and welcome back to Verbally Challenged. I'm here with some family. Speak up, introduce yourselves. I got my sister, Maria. How you doing tonight, baby?
I'm doing just great. Everybody calls me Marita. This is my baby brother. I love him so much. And I don't see him often, but you know what? When we do see each other, it's like no time has ever passed, and I'm just waiting for him to be down here permanently so I can enjoy him 100% anytime I want to and need to. Introducing my boyfriend and my daughter in the back seat right now while we're driving to go have a drink.
Me and Diamond, say what's up, baby.
hi.
Michael, say what's up, bro.
¿Qué pasa, gente? Just a pleasure to be hanging out with my boy right here. So, eventually we're gonna try to make it to Cuba 2, but he needs to make a U-turn coming up.
Oh, I need to make a U-turn. Yo,
Yes.
I'm driving right now in middle of nowhere from Virginia. Don't know where the fuck I'm at.
That's how we're having fun.
They're not giving me any kind of good direction, so we're just driving just all over the
We
place
need the
right
AC
now.
Too, by the way.
Oh shit, yeah, turn that AC on.
And I shut the AC off
Oh,
only
wow.
because I thought that I was going to do something and we decided not to. But anyway, we're about to go to Cuba 2. The first place I took my brother to, or where he met me at, I should say, when he came to surprise me. And my mom's, or actually not surprise me, but my mom for Mother's Day in May.
That was
just
way
chilled.
back, guys. If you're listening to this, that was way back in episode 3. So please remember to check that out. It's called Family First. Check out that podcast. We surprised Mom for Mother's Day. She had no clue we were coming. It was fucking awesome.
She
So-
loved it. Her reaction was priceless.
So guys, we're gonna head to Cuba Dos, and we're just recording right now in the car. If you hear a little bit of air conditioner, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to edit this as best I can.
It's hot as shit down here.
Yo, it's fucking hot. It's hot as fuck. It is hot as fuck.
The sun is shining and I'm about to jump in the pool. When I get back home, we had to pick up Mia Diamond from work. She wasn't feeling well, but
she's good enough to have a drink with us.
she's
right now.
good enough to chill. So we got her going strong.
Yeah, so right now, guys, if you're listening, it's Labor Day weekend. It's currently Sunday, September 2nd. If you're listening to this is not live. You're always going to hear this after we record. But it's September 2nd, Labor Day weekend. We're feeling good. I'm in Virginia visiting the family.
And I just want him to live here, sidebar. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. I'll be down soon, baby. I'll be down soon. So, yeah, guys, we're having some fun. We're in the whip. We're about to head to Cuba Dos, have a couple of drinks. We have some food waiting for us back at Mom's house. We're going to keep Mom waiting.
I mean, not that long, because you know what? If she listens to this podcast and knows what the heck we're doing, she may listen, though. And if she does, we want you to know, Mom, we love you. We're just going to have one. No, a minimum of maybe 2. But you know what? We're going to be there, and we coming. Because we love you, Mom. Yes. So I hope you listen to this podcast because, you know what? We always thinking about you, regardless of what, no matter how old we are. I'm 41. Geek is 39. So, like...
38.
Oh, shit, 38.
Don't put me ahead
38,
of where I am.
38.
Trust me, I don't want to be
Oh, shit.
what I am.
Nah, he's 38.
38.
Maybe
38 years old.
Maybe I want to go back to 39. I don't know, but
You gotta
I
remember
mean,
to let me know when I have to turn or whatever.
I'm trying to fight Father Time. So right here,
We're gonna make a right or left?
you're going to make a left right over here.
Yo, see, your shit don't fucking work. Yo, I gotta hold this.
No, you gotta hold it down. I know you gotta hold it down. Anyway, we're gonna sign off right now because we're driving and we need to know exactly where we're going. But we're about to go have a little bit of fun. You know what I'm saying? I have my brother here for a couple more hours. I'm happy to be on this fucking podcast with him.
Verbally
You know
challenged.
what? Verbally challenged.
Available on all audio
What?
platforms and now on YouTube.
What?
I mean, if
It's
you're
a
listening,
Diaz
you know
thing,
better.
baby.
It's a Diaz
It's a
thing.
Diaz thing.
That's right. That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? So, love all of y'all. Keep supporting us and keep letting everybody know to tune in to HarikenBx. Love you guys. Peace.
Peace.
All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that bit with the four of us lost in the BA. You know, we had already started drinking at Mom's when Mia called us up and asked to get her from work because she wasn't feeling well. So we were all feeling a bit nice at the time of that recording. I could definitely say it's the first time I recorded a podcast while driving a vehicle. So I guess I could scratch that off my bucket list. How about you?
That's right. You were driving.
yeah. We don't advocate that either. You do not podcast and drive ever, especially
No.
when you had a drink or two. So yeah, not good.
But we had a DD when we picked up Mia.
Yes,
And
of course.
she was our DD. So no worries there, folks.
Yeah, we made it to the bar and had that one drink. We did keep Mom waiting. You know, she did ask where we were at too when we got back to the house.
I didn't even feel like we were gone long. All of a sudden, she's like, "Where were you guys? We were waiting to eat." I was like, "Yikes!"
Yeah, I know, right? I know. We were like, oh shit. I mean, we weren't gone that long, but you know, considering that we were ready to eat right before we left the house, we were just like, yeah, we're gonna get Mia and come back. So she probably figured we'd be gone 20 minutes the most, and we were gone about an hour. So
All right, it wasn't
All
that bad. It's like 15 minutes to the job, 15 minutes back,
yeah,
and
sorry.
another half hour drinking. So
You know, yeah, we had a quick one at Cuba dose. So, all right. Well, yeah, you hear a unfamiliar voice to those listening. So first and foremost, let me officially welcome my sister to Verbally Challenged. You did appear way back in episode 3, but that was in a public setting, you know, and not recording like we are here right now. So, how are you, baby? How you doing?
I'm doing so good. How are you, my love?
I'm good. I'm very happy to have you here. This is the first time we're ever doing something like this.
Hi, everybody. Whoever's listening.
Her name's Maria, by the way. So, you know, I guess I'll refer to you as Maria from here on out so people know who you are.
Or twin.
Yeah, right, that's right. We're not actually twins, but if you see us in photos, we look very much alike. Everybody thinks we are twins. So,
Yeah, everybody does.
I love it. Is this your first time podcasting? I mean, I know it's certainly the first time with me. Is this the first time you've done something like this?
This is the first time I've done something like this. I've been like kind of listening to different podcasts and been all curious about it and stuff. It almost feels like we're in a talk show, but like not in person or not like televised.
Exactly. Yeah, that's been my impression of the medium too, because I've been doing this for like the past couple of years, but I wasn't familiar with it before I started doing it. Like I heard a podcast, but I never had listened to any. When I kind of got together with that Realm of Collectors group that I'm a part of and started hearing about like podcasts that they were doing and, you know, other people that were in the group were doing, I'm like, all right, let me check this out. And that's basically like what it is. It seems like it's like a radio show, like you would normally hear like on the radio, but it's you or your friends or whoever doing it and putting it out there for people to listen to, you know?
Yeah, I like it. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you too, like how familiar you were with podcasts and if you did like listen to any, what kind of podcasts have you listened to?
I was listening to Sean T, his Believe one, and then I listened to some.
Oops, sorry, folks.
Wow, I thought I was gonna get sprinkled with like fairy dust or something.
That's the Back to the Future jingle right there.
I saw stars and like crystals. And I've also listened to like I think one that Oprah does, and then like a Tony Robbins, like, you know, motivational, positive type of things like that.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I wasn't too familiar. Like I said, I started kind of listening to some of the other shows that were in like our podcast network now that we call the cool table. But then, started searching for other ones. And there's just basically so many out there for every possible genre, like for anything. If you wanted to hear one about comic books, there's one for that. Like the one you were listening to with Sean T, that's fitness based, right? So you could find fitness podcasts, spiritual podcasts, like, whole world out there basically. So there's no shortage of anything to listen to. That's for sure.
No, yeah. I listen while I'm at work, while I'm doing billing or something. I just have one headphone in and I'll be listening to different podcasts while I'm working.
Yeah, I do the same. It does help pass the time. Being in the office, I got a private setting. So music or podcast, like that's how I usually catch up with them. So that's cool. That's cool. Well, let's give the people some background on you. You know what I'm saying? You're my sister.
Yes, I am. I'm older. I'm 3 years older.
Sister, yeah. Not the oldest. Not the oldest. We do have Lisa. Hopefully we can get her on one day, but she's like, where's Waldo? We can never fucking find her.
Nah, yo. And she always is infamous for like not returning texts, but then she'll text you on some like, hello, respond. And you need to respond. And you do the same to her and it's like crickets. There's nothing. She's always been MIA.
Yeah, seriously. But born in NYC, raised in the Bronx, you know what I'm saying? You moved down to Virginia back at the end of, what was it, 2004?
2005? Okay. 2004. Yep, July 2004.
Wow, look at that. So that's what, 14 years?
14 years. I can't believe I've been here 14 years.
Wow.
But I love it. I love it here. This feels like home here.
And
I'm not too far from New York, like 5-6 hours, so it's doable.
You're right. It's actually like a pretty decent, I mean, a little bit of a troop, but not so bad that it's like, oh man,
Yeah, it's not like you got to take like 2 planes and a bus or something. It's, it's doable.
What made you want to pick up and move away from the city?
Well, when Pop passed away, and we had these plans of always like coming to Virginia because he always talked to me about it and wanted me to see it. While he was in the hospital, when Elisita was down caring for him, I told her I was going to come and visit her. And then I did for that one weekend. And that weekend, I just filled out like an application for an apartment, just kind of playing around, not even seriously thinking about it. And it was just so different from New York and seeing it. Just everything just be so different, so much cleaner. Just everything just felt different here. When I went back to work that Monday, they called me and said they had an apartment available in 9 weeks and if I wanted it. And without even thinking, I just said yes. I said yes. And 9 weeks later, I moved.
Wow.
So Mom didn't think I was going to move because 2 days before I was scheduled to have the truck come, I still wasn't packed. I was still kind of hanging out, just like chilling, like going to the beach, going to Orchard Beach. I was like in denial or something. Yeah. And then Eunice was like, hello, you need to pack. You're leaving. I'm like, am I?
Oh, shit. You weren't even sure yourself, huh?
Yeah, I was like, wow, am I really doing this? And then I just did it.
Wow. Yeah. That's something I was going to ask too. I was like, was it something that you planned long term or did you just pick up and go? But that's pretty much like just picking up and going.
I felt like after that, like I was like in just not a good place after Dad passed away. And I just kind of felt like I wanted to run away. That was the feeling that I've always had. Like I just felt like I want to leave. I want to leave everything and everyone that I love because I never wanted to feel that pain like the way it felt like to lose Pop.
Yeah.
And I realized running doesn't change it, doesn't make the love any less because, it still happened when Grandma passed away. I didn't take it as hard, but, you still love your family no matter how far and you can't run away from things like that. It was one of the best decisions I made, though. Like, I love that I came here and I just hate being away from like you and family and stuff like that. But I love it here. I do love it here. Like when I go back to New York, I always feel like after maybe day 3, I'm like, I want to go back to Virginia.
Yeah, you're done, right? It's like it's good to visit, but you don't want to stay anymore. Sometimes I feel that way when I go down and visit you guys. Like it's like the opposite feeling, like because we've been here in the city all our lives, so well, we know. And when I've gone down, I'm like, man, this is nice. It's clean. It's a different pace of life, but I'm like, man, I think I could do it. Like, cause I'm not the type.
You hear the quiet. You could feel the quiet here.
It's very serene,
That
you know.
that took a little getting used to. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm ready for that though. Like, I mean, I'm not like hustling as much like as I used to before, as far as like hanging out and trying to like be here and there. Like, I'm very much like a homebody here in the city. So it's like I could do that. I feel like I could do that down there and just have more, or at least just a better quality of life overall as compared to how expensive things are here in the city. Like, I know I'd probably just be able to have more down there for my work and what I'm earning than
Mm-hmm.
here, you know, trying to, you know, make ends meet basically like in a shoebox apartment. You know, I mean, it's tough. And I love the
Yeah.
city. Like, you know, I'm doing well, but I just know it could be better, you know,
Yeah.
and being away from you guys, like you said, you know, I miss you guys. The kids are growing up. I feel like I'm missing out. So I definitely want to try to get back down there as soon as possible. You doing that trip basically is like, man, it's possible. And you did
Yeah.
it just on a dime. You just picked
Yeah.
up and went and you made it work. So that's just the blueprint to follow, basically.
Yeah.
Right
I
there.
didn't know how it was going to work, but somehow it worked because it was like, they always have those rent specials and it was like you get 1 month free. So I was like, when I wound up moving in, since it was like at the end, I think it was only then the next month I had to pay just half of that month rent, not even
Hmm.
like a full rent. So it was like, it just almost felt like everything kind of just fell right into place. And by the third month, I already got the job. I got a job. So I was like, okay, like it wasn't like, oh my God, I'm drowning already.
Hmm.
That
Hmm.
didn't happen. So it was like, all
Things
right.
things worked out. Was life down in VA what you expected? Like when you got down there, did you have like any idea what to expect, and what were some of the difficulties that you ran into that you didn't expect?
Getting around because, I didn't have a license. I didn't drive. I didn't have a car yet.
Ah,
Um,
that's a big thing because there's not
so
as much public transportation like there is in the city, so that's
yeah.
it's
And
harder to
14
do.
years ago, they didn't have Uber where you can just get a cab. Here you had to reserve a taxi. So that was different. Because in New
Okay.
York, it's like, you could call Kiss and they're like, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. I called a taxi for a job interview and they said, did you reserve it the night before? And I said, no. And they said, well, it may take like about an hour and a half or so. And I'm like, an hour and a half? I was like, this is insane. I could
That's
start
crazy.
walking. So I would walk to the store and stuff like that with Mia. She hated it. She was 7 years old.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, it's okay. We're just walking to the store. It's just, it's just different. No
Yeah.
sidewalks and stuff like that. So it was kind of like that transition was just a little bit weird. And then driving, learning how to drive, I was like, oh my God. Because
I
I
feel
had
like it's
failed my
better down.
driving test in the Bronx. And so I took it here once. I just had to drive down the road and make a left turn or a right turn. And that was it. I was like, no parallel parking, no this, no that. I was like, it was so easy.
Yeah,
I
see,
was like,
that's a good thing. That's much better than trying to take it on a crowded Bronx street, you know?
yep,
So that's good. So the environment down there, like your family, of course, has grown quite a bit since you moved
yeah.
down there. You went down there with me at Diamond, but
And I got
now,
3 little ones.
now you have three little ones, and so four in total. Do you agree that it's a much better environment to like raise kids in than trying to do it up here in the Bronx?
So much better. Even when I go to the Bronx, I'm like, my kids will never know this life. They will never know this life. Like, you
Yeah.
see these little kids that are I see these kids that are my kids' age down there, and my kids do not behave that way. These kids, like in the Bronx, you grow up harder. Your innocence is lost at such a young age over there, and I would never want that for them. Like, I feel like they're just kids right now. Addie's gonna be 9 on Friday. Mason's 7 next month. 8 and 12, and it's just like
Wow.
so different. Like, they would
Yeah.
never know that life, and I feel so happy that I'm raising them out here. They get to play outside, they're with their friends. I don't have to worry where
Yeah.
they're at, what they're doing, because it's just like the neighborhood you
Yeah.
know
And it's changed a lot since, the neighborhood that we grew up in, like where mom still has the apartment now. It just, you look at it and it's like, man, it's just, it doesn't, even though when we were kids, it wasn't the best, but it looks almost worse now. It
no, and
sucks.
the people in the building, I don't know, just the feel of it has changed. I
Yeah.
loved growing up in the Bronx. I loved growing up there in that
Hmm.
building right across the street from 105, but it has changed so much that it's different from when we grew up. It's just the aura, everything about it has changed. It doesn't feel like a unit, like a family unit, like the way it did when we were growing up. like,
Yeah.
you know, Pierre and the Supers kids. So we were all kind of like united.
Yeah, it's definitely not the same. So I'm glad the kids are growing up down there too. I mean, it is just a lot nicer, cleaner environment. You know, they basically like have a chance because you get roped into so much fucking shit here in the Bronx. Like you remember when we did, you know what I'm saying, getting into fucking trouble and. You know, mom, pops was stricter with us, but once him and mom
The
split.
stress on a parent there is harder to raise kids there because you want especially when you want the best for your kids and you want them to grow up good. And there's so many bad influences and different things that you just said that you can get roped into. I don't even want to ever expose my kids to if I can.
If you can help it, word up. So, I mean, you've been out of work. You're working now, but you were out of work for quite a bit of years while you were raising the
Like
kids.
10 years. And you're still able to live out here. That's what I love about here. Like you're still able to make a living, even if you worked part-time and still enjoy life. So it's not like you have to get like 2-3 jobs to pay your bills or pay your rent. It's not like that. It's just like a comfortable, easy type of lifestyle out here. Like that song goes, that sweet Virginia breeze. I like that song.
I'm not too familiar.
It'd be on the light station like Delilah or something.
Oh man. So you started part-time at the place you're at now, but you advanced into a full-time position. How does that feel to rejoin the workforce after being out of it for so long?
I love it. I just love it. I feel like I grew up I feel like a grown up. I was raising these kids for 10 years, and I would, I started getting depressed, maybe the last year or two that I was home, Mason was growing up. I'm like, the kids are getting bigger. Like, what am I going to do? Yeah. How am I going to get back out there? How am I going to, but I knew that I just wanted to, I just knew it. And I didn't know how. I just felt like this force in me that was like, no, I need to do something. I need to get out. And again, that was another thing that I didn't know how it was going to work out because I didn't know who was going to take care of the kids, how that was all going to work out. And somehow just taking that little step and applying for the jobs, everything just changed. And again, everything fell into place. I had to figure it out along the way, of course. Like, okay, how am I going to do this? And who can watch my kids? And that was a little bit of a struggle. Mia was helping out, but my kids don't listen to her. So they're like, so what? You're the big sister. You're just still the sister.
Yeah, exactly. You're not mom.
You're not mom. Had to regulate over the phone a couple of times. And I was like, all right, these kids need to be in a program, like in an after school program or something.
Well, that's the thing about them being older now, that they're going to school. So you have your mornings free because they're in class. And then, I'm sure there are programs, right, that you could take advantage of.
Yeah.
So that's good. I'm saying it's basically the right time. You raised them, when you had to, when they were small and, now they're older. So you could you have a little bit more time to yourself where you could be back working and doing for yourself instead of having to depend on another person.
Yeah, I always said when Mason turned 5, and that's exactly, I got the job 2 days before he turned 5. So I put it out there in the universe. Nice. And I just said, when my youngest son turns 5, I'm going to get a job. And I got the job October 24th, and Mason's birthday was October 26th. So God listens. He listens.
It's awesome, man. That's awesome. And it's just basically, having that plan. I've noticed that too. I'm not a type of person that would write things down, but I'm going to start doing that because I was never that type of person. But I'm at that point in my life.
But you should. You need to, because you know what? It does work. And it really, there's something about it that just kind of happens. Yeah. You can manifest it.
All right. So what are some of the cool things to do in the area that you were able to find? Because I know it's not like New York where the clubs are open to 4 a.m. or later and stuff. But no. Is the nightlife anything decent out there in your opinion?
They have a decent nightlife. I mean, a lot of things close around 2 a.m. Now 3 some places.
Okay. So that's not too bad. It's a little bit earlier than what we're used to here in the city. Yeah. But, still, you could still go out and have a good time.
But it's really nice. They have great happy hours and
lots of bars, lots of places to drink.
Yeah, lots of trendy places out here. You know,
I was
and
able to
again, that's
go.
not far either, like
Yeah.
10, 15 minutes away.
That's what I noticed too, like being like out there, like the area where you're living at, like everything is pretty close. You have to drive, but everything, 5-10 minute drive the most, and it's like boom, you're there. So yeah,
Yeah.
what's your favorite spot? Like what spot would you call your favorite out there from the places we've been?
Gosh. Well, I love like two spots. Like I love OC because of course Nikki works there. So, and it always feels like that place to me always feels like kind of like Cheers. Like you can go in there by yourself and it's like you know everybody already.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, a lot of little like older folks and stuff, but
Oh, Charlie's. Yeah, I mean it was cool. I
it was
remember
all right.
going there. It was all right. Nice little low key chill spot. I like that other spot in Short Pump too. What's it called? Keegan's?
Oh, Keegan's, because you
Yeah.
could sit outside.
Yeah, that's a nice spot. They have some good burgers there too. Really, really liked it. So
They have good dinner specials like, $5 burger nights, sometimes $2 burgers. So that's always good.
I just like that Short Pump area in general because there just seems to be like a lot of little spots you could eat and drink at over there, and nice trendy spots, modern spots. So
Yeah, it's really modern over there. You can walk, there's sidewalks.
Kinda
So it
gives you-
feels like a village. Yeah.
yeah, like you get a little bit of that city flavor.
A little bit.
Oh, all right, Bev. I don't want to keep you too much longer. I know we didn't get a chance to speak for too long, but I know we got things that we got to do. So, but I hope that was enough to give the people out there listening just a little bit of a sense of who you are, and they got to know you a little bit. And I assume you're open to appearing on future episodes, right?
Yes, I am. And we could talk all things girls related. So the ladies can come up on this podcast and listen and not be shy because we're going to have discussions.
All right, sweet. I don't know how many women listen to the show, so if there's any women listeners, reach out to me. You know what I'm saying? Let me know you're a listener, and let me know if there's any topics you'd like me and my sister to tackle when she comes onto the show. Well, all right, baby. I miss you, and I hope to be down there to see you guys soon. I think we could wrap on that note, and I hope you enjoyed yourself. So just, before we head out, so let the people out there listening know where they could find you on social media.
All right. I love you too, and I miss you, and I can't wait to see you. Whoever's out there listening, you can find me on Instagram at mdiaz318 or Facebook, Maria Diaz, but good luck with that.
I know. I've told them that before too. I'm like, Jose Diaz, good luck finding me. There's about 100 million of them out there, but that's why I say just find me everywhere at HarikenBx. So, all right, baby. Thank you. I love you, and hope to have you back soon. All right.
I love you, babe. Thanks for having me.
All right, guys. I hope you really enjoyed that. And once again, I want to thank my sister Maria for hopping on and having a conversation here with me on Verbally Challenged. And I hope you guys really enjoyed that. I know it was something a little bit different. If you enjoyed what you heard, please just let me know, because she is open to appearing on future episodes. And maybe I could get her to, maybe watch a movie and have us discuss it or something like that. I don't know. If there's anything geek related you want to hear her talk about, just let me know. And I could kind of give her the homework, and we'll discuss it and get her on a future episode. So that was pretty awesome. For her very first time, she was a natural. So that was awesome, baby. I love you and hope to have you back real soon. All right. So guys, before we head out, just hit me up on social media. You know where to find me, all over social media at HarikenBx. That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Xbox Live, and the PlayStation Network. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know how you're enjoying the show. Let me know if you're not enjoying the show. If you want to shit on it, let me know. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. I just want to learn, grow, evolve, and make this show into something you like. So hopefully everybody that's out there listening is enjoying it. Before we head out, remember to check out the Realm of Collectors. We have a website, realmofcollectors.com. We're on Facebook as a group, Realm of Collectors, and we're on Instagram at Realm of Collectors. Pull up a chair to the cool table. It's a hub for like-minded podcasts, including Enter the Realm and Breaking the Mold. I host that show, by the way. Mondays and Tuesdays, respectively, on the Realm of Collectors YouTube channel. The only show to watch on Saturday nights. Plastic Fanatics, the late night aftercast on Victory Saber 77's YouTube channel. He's been on hiatus the past few weeks, but hopefully he comes back soon. James, we miss you. We miss you, James. Those 3 shows are also available in audio format on iTunes and Google Play. The rest of the shows on the cool table are Shattercast Uncut, Nerd Rage Radio, Toy Detox, Stasis Lock, Building Up to It, Fresh Communication, Beer and Bolters 40K, and 8 Weeks. You can find a cool table on Facebook along with links to all these other great podcasts. Alright guys, that's it. That's the episode. Thank you for the download. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for listening. I really, really appreciate it. We'll be back soon. Real soon with the next episode, alright? So please take care, stay safe, and peace out.